Unless you've been living under a rock for about 40 years, you'll recognise these cars. It's the MFP Pursuit Car and the Interceptor from the original and best Mad Max film, Mad Max 1 of 1979. Now, these aren't the real cars from the film. Most of those were destroyed during the actual filming process. But a whole industry has sprung up to help people live out their Mad Max fantasies. And today, it's my turn. And by now, of course, you'll have noticed that I'm not Mel Gibson. I'm much taller and I'm a way better chance to get a job in Hollywood right now. Okay, so this is the MFP Pursuit Car that Mad Max was driving in the early scenes of the first movie. The car where the Knight Rider gets his and Charlie cops a saucepan in the throat. But did you know in some global markets the DVD had an American overdub because they thought our Aussie drawl would be just too impenetrable. So in that DVD, of course, Charlie cops a skillet in the neck or something or other. But it proves that, you know, globally Mad Max was even a big thing back then. The car itself is a 1976 XB Falcon and it drives pretty much as you'd expect it to, which makes me think it's probably a pretty faithful replica because there's no way the producers would have gone to too much trouble with these cars other than the visuals because they knew they were going to be wrecked in the next scene, and that's exactly what happened to nearly all of them. So this is the car that Max drove initially. Let's now go and try the last of the V8 Interceptors. You know, a piece from here and a piece from there. Jesus, holy moly. This is a car I've wanted to drive since I was 14 years old. This is the Mad Max last of the V8 Interceptors, and it's quite a thing. It's amazing the level of detail that these guys go to. This has got the correct roof console with a radio, it's got the blower, it's got the side pipes which actually work. And if all that sounds a bit over the top, I'm here to tell you that in 1979, when this little low-budget film came out, it definitely was not. It was then, and it is now, the duck's guts. And you've got to remember too that you know, nothing was too over the top for this film. When the inspector of police, the chief of police, is a big bald guy with a handlebar moustache who roams around headquarters in black leather pants and braces, watering his pot plants, nothing was too over the top. Around the world, the appetite for cars like these is huge. There are companies in the US that will sell you the dummy blower and an electric motor to drive it for the Interceptor. And there's even a company in Japan that will sell you a replica of the can of dog food that Max and his mutt shared at the start of Mad Max 2. And part of that fanaticism is because of the cars themselves, and they're both Aussie Falcons, the pair of them. It makes you wonder what sort of car Mad Max would drive if the film was being made soon and the last Falcon was already a memory. I mean, I can't see Mad Max in a Daewoo, you know what I mean? But at least I can go home tonight and put the DVD on and remember the last of the Interceptors as the last of the Falcons roll off the production line in Broadmeadows.